Hi everyone, let's start style binding. So this is same as class binding only. There is not much difference. So let's start with an h2 tag. So to apply style binding in square brackets, write style dot. I want to apply to color. For color, I want to apply style binding, and I want to maintain that color as orange. So let me give the text. Save this and check the output. So style binding is working here, but I don't want to bind like this every time. The usual way is creating a property, and from that property we are going to bind anything. It may be either a property or a class or a style. So for that, let me create a property. Public my color equal to, you can use same orange here. Represent with that property. That's it. Save. And you can still check that the JS tech is in orange color, so our style binding works. This is using a property. Next thing is, so we can bind a style conditionally. I have a case that before also I told, if I have error, my text should be in red color, else it should be represented in green color. So for writing that condition, let me create a property, a boolean property for taking true or false. So I have error. So since I gave here true, change this. You know conditional operator in C language, I think so. So conditional operator, how it works: expression after question mark, the true condition, and after the colon, the false condition. So for true condition, what should I get? The color as red. And for the false condition, the color is green. So if I have error, this text represented in red color, else it is represented in green color. So let's say this. Now my text is in red color since my hazard is true. If I change this to false, again it comes to green. So this is how conditional operator works in style binding. And last point in style binding is applying multiple styles to the same element. So for that, as before, we need a property which contains multiple styles. Before we did with multiple classes. So let me write more styles. Let me apply two styles. One is color. I want it to be aqua. Aqua is a type of color. And next, I want to change the font style. Use comma here, not semicolon, and color is aqua and font style is italic. Now we need to apply this to an h2 tag. Let me create another h2 tag. For this h2 tag, I should apply this more styles. So before we use ng class directive, now we use ng style, ng style directive. just u equal to save this, and you can check the output is this is in aqua. Okay, font style spelling is wrong, so we didn't get italic. So we got this as aqua with the italic style. So two styles are applied to a same element. This is how we use ng style directive, and this is more than enough about style binding. And next we shall go to event binding. So up to now what we have done is all the property binding or class binding or style binding, we are taking a property or a class or a style from the test component class to the template, means from class to template. There is another way called as from template to the class. Some data from the template or some operation from the template which gives or which triggers something in the class. So this is second way. Second way the event binding works. First three are from class to template. Event binding is from template to the class. So let me create a button. When I click on that button, some output or some string should be come in console. So for that let me create a button. Okay, let me give this a button having text as click me, and we should write a click event here. So when I click on this button, the click event triggers onClick method. OnClick method, which I am going to write it now. OnClick method. So you can write your methods below this. So onClick is our method that is triggered when we click on that button. So as I said, we need to get output in the console. Let me write console dot. Let me give some string. And go to console. You can see a button here. Go to inspect console. Here you can see that there is nothing. When you click on this button, you can find that JS text string is triggered. So like this you can perform operations from template. This is from template to the class. Since my JS text in the class only, test component class, so this click event triggers onClick method, and this onClick method prints something to the console. This is event binding from template to the class. Now let me write a property. So for this property the initial value will be empty. There won't be any data in it. Let me give it empty. When I click on this button, the data must be entered into this string. So for that, first we shall bind this. Here, so that when I click on this button, this empty one should change to some data. So for that what I'll do is go to onClick method. So when we click on button, onClick method is triggered now. So we should change something here. For a message, give some string. So we have given some string here. Represent this as this dot message. So this dot message equal to Angular series, means this empty string contains this string now. When we click on this button, until then it is empty. So to check this, run, and before here we interpolate, the output will come here. Up to now it is empty. When I click on this button, Here console log is printing this text, and due to that message one, this Angular series is coming. That means that this message is initially empty. When we click on this button, it comes to this method and this value is stored in message. So after storing that, what we are doing, we are just interpolating that and printing it. So when we click on button, we can find this. Next thing is, I want to know about this event. I want to know something about this event. For that, write $event in OnClick, and same right here also event. Instead of printing console.log of some string, I'll print what is that event, what event we are performing, and I want to know that, what is the type of the event. What is the type of the event? What you can do is, in this dot message you can write event dot type. Save this and run. So you have a button here. If you click it, it is saying that why this click came here, since this is a type of event. So it is saying that this is a click event, you just clicked, this is an event. So, and this is the event, what all the methods it contains. Let me show you. So in that event you have type equal to click. If you write event dot target, it will show button. If you write a event dot return value, it will show true, like that. And you have some x coordinate, y coordinates and all this stuff here. So this is finally a mouse event, and the type of that mouse event is click. You can know some details about the event like this also. And last point is, if you don't want to write like this using a method, if you don't want to use a method like this, what you can do is just create another button. So instead of giving a method here, you can directly update the message value. Like when I click this button, the message should have this text. So this text is printed here using interpolation. After saving this, go to your console. This is second button. If you click this, you will get JSTech as the output. So by this, instead of writing a method, you can directly assign value to your property and you can bind it. This is known as event binding. We are using an event from template to the class. So this is known as event binding. Thank you.